On this episode of Real Frank Movie Reviews,
we take a look at the movie Beekeeper, starring Jason Statham, directed by David Ayers. I wonder if we learn how to make some honey in this movie. Oh, look, it's Mrs. Huxtable. Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. Does this movie bring a new appreciation of bees? We're gonna take a look and give this thing an overall score. All that coming up next.
Real Frank.
All right, let's take a look at the Beekeeper. One man's brutal campaign for vengeance takes on national stakes after he is revealed to be a former operative of a powerful organization known as
Beekeepers.
What does the Beekeeper do? To give a little more in-depth details about the plot of this movie, let me explain. Mrs. Huxtable, she's a very nice lady, and has taken Adam, who is played by Jason Statham, on her farm. Now, we don't quite understand why he's there or what he's doing. We understand he's a beekeeper, he maintains his bees there, but we do not know how he ended up there. Appears the two of them have created a very special relationship. Eloise, Phylicia Rashad, she has some computer problems, so she calls a number that appears on her screen, calls the 1-800 number. Nothing bad will happen here. So she receives some technical support to try and resolve a problem, but unfortunate, as a lot of Americans or people around the world, she was suckered. All of her accounts were drained out by this organization. Shame, 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 shame. The plot of this movie is actually a really good idea. With the way things are in this world about having to password protect and hackers and cybersecurity and all those crazy things, and those crazy emails about your family members in jail, send some money, all the current scams that are out there, this story had real potential to be a really good movie. But Mrs. Huxtable, watch out, Claire. Look who's sitting next to you. Your husband has a very deep secret. This is her daughter. This is her daughter who is not aware of Adam, Jason Statham's character, staying at her house or using her house for his bees. So some drama happens and it gets him checked out. But the big plot hole for me in this movie that really took me out of it was her character. Her mom made a bad choice. I don't want to give anything away, but let's just say, yep. But she is torn. Do I help Adam find the people that did this to my mom and took all her money? Or do I fight for my job because I'm an FBI agent and follow the stringent rules so I can be trusted by the government? Because everyone trusts the government. So she picks, I am going to do my duty that my job requires and hunt this man down. To me, this is ridiculous. Your mom was wiped out. Your mom lost everything, which means you've lost all your inheritance. You're more concerned about what is right or wrong with your job. Seemed silly to me. This guy is the head bad guy of this whole thing. We are introduced to a little twist about who his relation is in this story. For me, this felt like any other typical Jason Statham movie. Now, a disclaimer, I am a big fan of his. I do like him as an actor, but this movie got a little ridiculous. They were on to something really cool, and then everything fell apart through halfway the movie. They went a little cray-cray with the way he went about things, and the whole plot of the daughter wanting to chase him instead of help revenge the things her mother went through. I want to prove a point to you. I'm going to show you several pictures, and you try and guess, is this photo from The Beekeeper or another Jason Statham movie? Is photo 1 from The Beekeeper? Photo 2? Photo 3? Photo 4. Which one is actually from The Beekeeper? The only unique thing in this movie with Jason is he's got a trucker hat on. This movie had some real potential. Again, I really enjoyed the story, but this thing fell apart with some crazy antics that kind of took me right out of this entire thing. Overall, I give this movie a 2.7. They blew it. It had a great storyline, and then they just went wacky whack. Blew it. Too far-fetched for me. My recommendation for this movie is to wait to come out on a streaming platform to view it. Don't waste your time in a movie theater. I read some information that the only reason it did get put in a movie theater, because originally it was supposed to be streamed from like Amazon or one of the streaming services, is they realized in January there were no other action movies coming out, and they felt they could take advantage of that. So overall, I give this movie a 2.7. Until next time, thanks for watching.
Now I can feel it in my teeth, I feel the lyrics start to seep, out my veins like I bleed, Drop that bass on the beat for a minute when I spit these words to the beat, no limit. I don't make no sense, I don't need no gimmick. I'ma say what I think, be real specific, and I'm after the chase, I'm a pass in the race. You could ask me the way I attack every day. I adapt and I change, never cap, and I say what I mean, how I think, and you know I'm here to stay like, keep my head up, shit gets harder and I get fatter.